have been meaning to post on YouTube for such a long time. I used to post when I was younger, when I was 16. All those videos are taken down, privated, because it's incredibly embarrassing, the stuff I was saying. I may insert a clip, I may not.
Mortal Instruments series. Woo! Mortal Instruments! I reread all of them so I can read City of Heavenly.
It was a time, okay? It was an era. Some of you might have come over from TikTok. That is where I've been primarily posting. I decided to post again about my love for books a few years ago. A few people related and they followed me, and it inspired me to post more and more about books. And this is my only thing that I do. I love books. That's my whole personality trait. And so I figured, okay, let's put it into the world. My favorite day of the week is Tuesdays because I get to work at my favorite place in the whole of Melbourne, and I get to make coffee for some of the nicest people, and I only work 4 hours, which is fabulous, and I can go to the bookstore and then I can come home and still have time to spend reading with my kitty. And Tuesdays are just my favorite. It's gonna be really hot today, which is not my favorite because I work in a coffee van and we're out in the elements, but you'll see. I'm about to head off to the train station. It's about a 20-minute walk to the train station, which is fine. I'm most likely on the train ride there going to finish my book, which is The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. I have that much left. I didn't like it at the start because it was in a man's point of view, and I was really confused because I heard that this book was such a pillar in feminist literature and was such a brave novel when it came out in the 1800s, because it's about marital abuse, cheating, and I was like, why is it in a man's POV? But then it switched to the female POV, which is Helen, and it's in the form of letters, which I love so much. It's why I really loved Wuthering Heights, and it's also why I really loved Dracula. Dracula was also in letters as well. And normally with letters as well, it's easier to read because it's shorter chapters. I'm really enjoying it. I'm definitely going to be finishing this on the train ride. So I just got back home. I had to immediately have a shower because the heat was extraordinary and I was dripping sweat. So I had to jump in a cold shower. The moment I came home, I'm under the aircon now, decompressing from my journey, but I did manage to finish The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. It was kind of lackluster. I really enjoyed the book. I really enjoyed like the meat of the book, but the 100 pages of male dialogue at the start and at the end, I just felt like it didn't need to be there. It didn't bring anything to the story. Yes, it was, I feel like at the start, the male perspective, Gilbert, his perspective was a device to get us to Helen's story. But then afterwards, when it flipped back to his perspective, I just really didn't enjoy it. It was just kind of, nothing else was brought to the table. It was just kind of boring. But overall, I really did enjoy Anne Bronte's writing. It's the first time I've read anything by her. I've read the other Bronte sisters, but not Anne Bronte, and I really did enjoy this. I just wish it was just a little bit shorter. I put some white wine in the fridge, and because it's so hot, I've picked this up the other day at the bookstore, and I've been meaning to read it, and that is Greek Lesson. I'm probably gonna sit down and eat something for lunch and have a little read. I'm very excited. I feel like I can finish this afternoon with some wine. I know nothing about it apart from raving reviews. I just know that every single time I hear someone speak of it, they speak highly, but I genuinely don't know much about it apart from the blurb. From one of the finest writers on the international scene today comes this love letter to human intimacy and connection. The intertwined stories of two fugitive souls. One, a woman who has lost the ability to speak, and the other her Greek teacher, a man on the edge of losing his sight. As the lonely teacher finds himself drawn to the silent woman, we discover a deeper pain that binds them, rooted in their families, their histories, their past, and as the novel unfolds, their stories begin to touch, and their voices to intersect with startling beauty, as they move from darkness to light and from silence to expression, before merging in a profound sense of unity. Okay, I'm definitely reading this. This sounds so interesting.
Good to